Alright, today we're going to be discussing the advantages and the disadvantages of paying college athletes for sports that they participate in. Some of the big advantages, in my opinion: the school makes billions and billions of dollars off of these kids. They're getting TV revenues, they're getting their jersey revenues, they're getting their video game revenues off of these kids. These kids aren't getting a profit from it at all. They can't even get living expenses paid for in their college tuitions. I agree with you that yes, they get their college tuition for free. But let's be honest now. These kids still have to go to school, keep their grades, practice, team meetings, position meetings, you name it, they got to do it still. Plus on top of their academic world. They don't have time for a job. We have to find a way to compensate these kids that they're not taking the under the table money. You've heard it and I've heard it a million times. There's 10 to 15 NFL players right now that have came out and said, hey, we took money from boosters. We have to be able to survive. How do you stop that? You have NCAA 2015 coming out with Johnny Manziel's face on the cover. He's not going to see a dime of that until he reaches the NFL and makes a cover of Madden. Another disadvantage: you can't pay the same kids the same money. Why can't you? Split that money up, the revenue up from the college. Pay the volleyball chick as much as you pay the quarterback. It's not a hard thing here. Just put a living expense into their tuition. Another one's going to be that you're going to say is the disadvantage for smaller schools. I got it. I'd rather play at Texas versus Amarillo Community College. It's not going to matter. The kids are going to play where they want to play. The schools have a set budget on what they can pay each player in their tuition. Say we give them $5,000 a year for living costs. Make it athlete-wide, college-wide, statewide, national. That's it. That's all you get. But at least these kids have the money to survive. The colleges don't have to take all these millions and billions of dollars they get and hand them out to their coaches. In the past 10 years, the coaches' salaries have went up 38%. You have Nick Saban that makes millions of dollars a year to coach a football team. I understand that. The same side, his kids are getting picked for the NFL on a yearly basis and not seeing a dime of that money. Alabama makes billions of dollars based on a football program alone that these kids will never see. If they get hurt, they're out of luck. Sorry. Excuse me. Another one you're going to say is that the kids are still going to take the under-the-counter money. They probably will in some cases. Some of the kids are just that type of kid. They're going to take it to make more money. Other ones, I think it'll deter from taking the money. The ones that have said, I have to take it to live, to put gas in my car, food on my table, clothes on my back. If you give them that stipend every month or every year, they don't necessarily have to take the money in that aspect anymore. So in conclusion, I think the right answer is to pay these kids to play. That way the college can separate the money out. Yes, they still make a very large profit off of their things, but the kids are making enough money to survive. We don't have a bunch of athletes out there trying to do other stupid stuff to make money just to live. The parents can't afford it all the time. If your kids went to a Division I school, you can't afford to necessarily pay for everything for them. So why can't the kid make a little money for doing something that he's making millions and millions of dollars for his school? Think about that. Thanks.